in the rest. Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the rest. I never switch.
Got a Madden lead. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world. And tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none. But if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some. But you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Hey, ready? Y'all waiting? Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Landry again, the intended target. Third down here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Ready? You ready? Check. 45 to mine. Watch the screen. 5-9. Watch out. Watch out.
From midfield, here's Brees. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, exit.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting it.
And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Tyler Davison able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Ready. 1 yard gain. Hey, Sal. 52. I'm coming after you. Bravo. Check 26. Check 26.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, check. Rush in. 51, Sam. Hey, Charlie. Ready, set.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And a short gain down to about the 33. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
I know you felt that one. 51, Sam. 52.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Breeze now. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. Breeze now on 1st down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. To throw is Ryan. And an alley to run. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 30 yards there. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Throwing on second down, Ryan. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Trying to get it to Landry there. Breeze now on first down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Caught on the left side by Ginn. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
58. Bang, 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 bang.
Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, wait. He's checking. Crash.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith, he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bolt. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Breeze. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Switch.
They begin with a run by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Get wide. Greystone, travel.
Now on 2nd and 13, Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Ready?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A 1st down carry for Smith. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Edo Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Adrian Claiborne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
All day, every day, any day. Kill. 45, 6-6, bullet high.
To throw, it's Breeze. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Under 10, 10.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing for the first times tonight. He's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, look at Travis Ryan's going to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Breeze to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there and a first down. Breeze now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Breeze going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at the 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it.